Hello, we are going to do some Celtic Reiki today. So just imagine yourself lying down on this beautiful quilt. This is a quilt made by my mother, who was a prolific quilter. I have many different ones. This particular one was made for my children, for my babies, so that when they were very, very small, they would just lie on this beautiful clean cover. It was reversible. So you're lying on something made by a grandmother with that all-encompassing love. So just settle yourself down. Pop your head up at this end, where the harp is. And I'm just going to use some perfume oil made from the holly tree, whose season we are in now in the Northern Hemisphere. And it's beautifully sweet. And this particular Ogham tree perfume oil has come from Starchild in Glastonbury, a herbal and incense shop. And I know they deliver in England, but I'm not sure if they deliver around the world. So just breathe in the beautiful scent of the holly, whose Ogham is called Tyne. And just draw that down you. And the holly tree flowers with beautiful little star-shaped flowers around, I would say May time, June. Teeny tiny star-shaped flowers that fall like confetti to the ground. And now we're going to place Dantian stones. We don't use chakras in Celtic Reiki, we use the Chinese energy system. This is called Atlas Jasper. And I'm going to place this at the lower dantian, and that is just down there, just below your belly button in your abdomen. And just imagine this as a beautiful orange, red energy centre whirling away. And then we'll move up to the middle dantian at the heart centre. This is green moonstone, a very gentle stone. We place that at the heart centre. And then finally we have the yin tang point, the third eye, right in the middle of your forehead. And that is appetite. You can't see the colours properly in this green light, but this is a beautiful aqua colour. So just take a breath in now as we ground you with some large petrified wood. And I'm just going to pop that down by your feet. Right there out of the picture, just feel it weighing you down. Breathe in and relax. Now, we're going to shake off some energy with the rain stick. think of all of the annoyances over the last week. Cleansing, clearing, shaking it all out of you. Breathe in, and let's start to relax the body. As I'm just going to take this Om wand with all of the symbols on and just brush it over your aura so that all of the trees of the grove are imprinted. And indeed, Celtic Reiki doesn't just use the symbols on this stick. They draw in energies from all of the other plants in the kingdom, from the minerals, the stone people, and all other natural objects, the landscape as well. Just going to place a hand on your hip and a hand on your shoulder. And I want you now to imagine my healing grove, a wood henge in a little valley-like fold within the southern downs of England, the green rolling hills of the Barrowlands. Somewhere in between the great henges of the Stonehenge and the Avebury henge, within a landscape of trees, woodland, winter-born streams, and rolling fields of wheat and barley, where livestock of cattle, some of them brown, some of them black and white Frisians, and sheep roam amongst these ancient standing stones, many of them shaped like this, that create avenues down through the ley lines and along them towards the great henges. But this little henge that we are in today is a tree henge made up of many ents and trees who have chosen to imprint themselves in this circle. All of these magical twigs have been collected from the areas of Stonehenge and Avebury and Wessex wetlands, of southern England, of myth and folklore and legends. And they hold the energy of these places. So we're going to choose 3 and we're going to weave them together for some healing today. So I'd like you all to imagine blowing on these twigs. I'm thinking, what do I need today? And this one is imprinted itself for me, and this is coal, so this is hazel. Very intelligent tree for intelligence and action. The next one is Ur, the spindle. Another action tree. And the last one is going to be Hweth. Well, I say we have Hweth is the hawthorn, the witch's tree. But it is also another action tree, so we are going to put our best foot forward today. And as I hold these up, and get them in my fingers, as I hold these symbols up to you, I'm just going to draw one line right down your centre. And we draw the caul. We also draw the spindle, the oir. And then we draw the Hweth. So you can imagine this being made as kind of like a bind rune, all being drawn together on one stick. And I'm going to imprint those around your heart. We're going to make the Arwen out of them. So these energies will be woven together. Caul, spindle, Hweth. Just imagine these three trees moving themselves, lifting up their limbs and walking towards a wooden healing couch in the middle of a dolmen. So 2 stones for the walls and 1 for the roof. And it can be made out of any stone you like, perhaps the Preseli blue stone. This is the stone of Preseli bluestone. This is the inner ring of the Stonehenge stones, and we're going to use this athame. We're going to use the eye of it to work down to clear. That's down one side of the nadis, now the other, and the nadis go either side of all of these energy centers. We ask your guides and your helpers to come in and protect you. We ask them to work for your highest good and harm to none. And I'm now going to just clear around the third eye, clearing any confusion, any headaches, any heaviness. Let's move this towards you now, and we siphon off. We ask that the energies of caul, of Hweth, and of oir move into the spaces that we are clearing out of this energy center. Any confusion, any muddled up emotions, any procrastination. I'm going to take the pendulum now, the wooden pendulum. This is a Tahuti pendulum, or a Thoth pendulum as most people pronounce it, modelled on one of the pendulums found in the tombs. We are going to ask it to absorb the energy of those 3 ents. And it is spinning, it looks clockwise to you, but it is spinning in an anti-clockwise motion. And we're just going to let it spin until it has collected enough energy. Breathe in and relax your body. Check for any tension around the head, in the third eye, in the back of the head, and the occipital ridge. That's where the cranium is. It's slowing down now, so it's going to stop soon. And I want you just to try and empty your mind. Put those worrisome thoughts into a little cloud and just let it go up into the sky. Nobody wants anything from you at this moment. Nobody needs anything from you at this moment. Relax, relax. Okay, that has absorbed enough of the magic from those trees. Now I'm going to ask it to release, and you'll see it spins the other way. Just imagine this is over your head, over your third eye as you lie. And it is going to spin the essence of these 3 trees out. The call to ignite the imagination, to make a fire in the brain. The oil to work diligently through it and to enjoy what you are doing. And the hues to add the magic and the power of the witch's tree, the hawthorn, the white flowers, the yellow or red berries. The oil has the salmon pink heart-shaped or star-shaped berries at this time of year. And the hazel has the hazelnuts full of knowledge, and the catkins, the little soft catkins that hang down. And it is releasing all of those energies into your third eye to weave its magic across the winter. So at the moment in England they are all starting to lose their leaves, and those fingers of twigs are reaching up into the light blue sky towards the ever-fading sun as our planet tilts away from it in the northern hemisphere. It's releasing a lot of energy into you. Okay. Still weaving its magic into your head, calming you down, telling you, even though these are plants of action, it is all right to rest a bit in the dark months. Busy seasons coming up for many of us as the solstice and the Christmas season approaches. Okay. Now the heart. Let us absorb the magic of the trees, the ahwen of hueth, oyer and kol. Just imagine those trees standing around you now with their branches as arms, as they place their hands upon you in certain places, just imparting their energy towards you into the heart center now, knowing that every time you've been hurt or you've hurt others, you will learn from it. And if you don't learn from it and you keep repeating those patterns, what is it that you are missing? We ask the energy of hueth, the cleansing fire energy of the hawthorn, to illuminate those. Is it a certain type of person you're going for? Do you need distant healing down the timelines to rectify yourself being attracted to the damaging elements of others? And remember, quiet, boring even, mundane is often stable. Complicated people come with complicated emotions and complicated anger issues. But the stable, quiet person, okay, thank you. Release this into the heart. The stable, quiet people, yes, sometimes they hide their emotions, but the more measured the response is, the more they think about things. Release, release, release the energy and the knowledge of Kol, the enjoyment and the diligence of Oir, and the cleansing and the fortitude of Hueth. Not releasing so much. The heart didn't need as much healing as the third eye, as the yin-tang point for some reason today. It's a gentler energy being released here by the pendulum into your heart. Softer energy, more gentle energy, and I'm going to ask the Holly King to come and attend, as we've already used his oil, the Tain. But I'm also going to ask the yew tree, the tree of the ancestors, the distant healing tree that climbs down the timelines, to come and join with its soft dark green fronds. Both of those trees I have just mentioned are very dark green foliage, one prickly, one soft, and they have beautiful red berries. But you would not be wanting to eat them because they are toxic. So they cleanse, they protect, but they reach down the timelines to help you and your ancestors make good the healing things that have happened, but also to protect, to project rather into the future, to help you with future decisions. Okay, this is coming to a standstill now. Whoops, sorry, poor heart. Okay, now I'm going to send the yew tree. Yaw, yaw, yaw. Breathe in and relax, sending that gentle energy into you. And now we move down your body to your abdomen, where we pick up the Atlas Jasper, again holding over the twigs of Arwen and asking it to absorb, absorb, absorb. And this, in Chinese medicine, is your primal energy center. This is where you cultivate energy, absorb energy to give you a bit of oomph. So it is like the solar plexus in the Hindu system. Asking the energy of Kol, of Hazel, that fire energy, to help with your actions. Asking the energy of Oir, the spindle, to enjoy those actions. And asking for the cleansing as well as the power of Hueth to sustain those actions. Absorb, absorb, absorb. Okay, now here we go. Release, release, release. Energies of Kol, energies of Ur, energies of Hueth. Help whoever is watching this to have enough energy and to not feel so tired, please. Imagine the bright spring sun if you're in the southern hemisphere, or if you are in the northern hemisphere, the distant clear winter sun warming you up after you have been cold. After you've been in the shadows, stepping into the brightness, lifting your spirits after the rain and the grey clouds, and helping you put one foot forward after the other, strongly and happily. Feel that vitamin D being absorbed by your skin. Make sure you go out for 20 minutes a day. Keep those vitamin D levels up. Vitamin D, happy vitamins, I call that. And just imagine these beautiful tree ants running the fingers of their twigs over your aura now. Perhaps they hold an ankle and a shoulder because they're so big, or an ankle and a hip, or a hip and a shoulder, or a shoulder and a hand, gently resting themselves upon you. Just resting and sending their energies. And now they reach towards your shoulder and they help you to sit up. And you swing your legs around the side of this couch, and those ants hold onto your feet and they ground you. And as you breathe out, they help you down onto the ground, and you take a couple of steps out of the dolmen, out into that bright, bright sun, knowing that this is a new day and a new chance. Take a breath in and breathe out down to your feet. Thank you for watching today. I'm just grounding you now with the petrified word, and I will see you next time.